Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Razor here again, and this is going to be my third issue. And this issue that I have right now today is going to be why can you use the N word and I can't? I mean, is it just based on the color of my skin? Because that's kind of racist, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what if I just want to rap along to one of my favorite songs? I gotta skip around the N word. Do you know how hard that is? I mean, think about it like this. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young got it bad cause I'm brown and not the other color, so it that he got the authority to kill a minority. Yeah, I guess that really wasn't that hard at all. And I bring up this topic because I get asked this quite often. And every single time it is asked to me, the first thought that comes to my head is how is a white guy going to talk to another white guy based on the usage of one of the most grotesque and, in my opinion, the worst word in the history of the English language? Don't you have one of your black friends to talk to about this situation? Because that would solve a lot. You can learn a lot about the pain and the struggles associated with that word. All right? And typically, coming from me, the very simple answer is that black people, for the most part, it's used as a term of endearment with them. And white people, it was used as a term of hatred. That word was used before they murdered blacks, before they burnt down their churches, before they lynched them, before they hung them from trees, before so many completely gross situations that happened throughout history. And that word is a direct association of it. And I always get the question from white people, well, I don't like the word at all. I don't understand why anybody gets to use it. And you know what? I kind of get that because I truly, honestly don't like the word at all, and I don't like anybody using it either. But I do not have the place to tell a black person that they cannot take their word back because that word's been used offensively against them for so many years. For them to take that word and flip it around and make it into something that it wasn't, how can I tell them that they can't do that? It makes no sense. And in most of these situations, that's exactly what it is. How is it a white person's place? A white person who, like I said, white people, and back then, it was not a minority of white people that were using this word and doing this in a gross way. It was definitely the majority. Especially whenever you go back and look at films like The Birth of the Nation, which was actually not filmed, which was actually shown in the White House. You know, like they put the KKK on a pedestal. The KKK had millions of members. Like, the grotesque use of the N word was not the minority with whites. And like I said, I just truly do not understand how a white person can get so offended that they cannot use that word. It's like, is it really that big of a deal? And even, white people that grew up around black people their whole life and feel like, oh, I can swing it. One of my homies said it's okay and yada, yada, yada. Well, I got a story for you. It's not, all right? Because there's a lot of people that truly just don't want to get into those arguments. They don't want to get into those conversations. I'm lucky enough that my friends love me. My friends will have these hard conversations with me, and that's why I want to have these hard conversations with you. Because I truly love everybody. I truly do. And I love to talk about these kind of things. I remember, one time I used the word temporarily, the endearment word, which, like I said, it's wrong. But I used it in front of one of my best friends. And as soon as I used it, he looked over to me and he said, "Hey, you realize what you just said, right?" And I looked back at him. I was like, "Oh yeah, man. Me and my other homies. We use it joking around and shit like that." And he looked back at me, and I just seen the look of disappointment in his eyes. He said, that's cool, man. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you said." And like I said, he loved me enough to bring that up, and I never used the word after that. And neither should any other white person. It's not that big of a deal. The word is evil, especially coming out of a white person's mouth. Coming out of a black person's mouth does not have the same history. And if you don't understand the context of that word, then I truly don't know what to tell you. But if you have more questions, ask me. I'll put up another video and go more in depth on the discussion that we have here. And I definitely have no problem with that. But until then, this is Razor, and I'm cutting out.